Next, ito ng case. For 2062. Yan na ata yung pinakamataas na points na nakuha ko. So this is after the mod. Lights, camera, action! We have this package just came in today. So, kung naalala mo last week, nagkaroon tayo ng project and it's about modifying the bottom case of the MacBook Pro. And naisip ko yun kasi pwede pang mapababa yung temperature ng MacBook Pro. Sa mga previous videos ko, na thermal paste ko na siya, nalagyan ko ng thermal pads, yung taas ng heatsink. And I had a lot of thinking. So, this right here, this project, what I'm doing right now is pwede pa nitong mapababa yung temperature ng MacBook Pro. Ang ibig sabihin lang nun is pag mababa and stable yung temperature ng computer mo, yung speed niya stable din. And ma-achieve niya yung pinaka highest speed ng CPU mo. And sometimes, mas mataas pa, lumalagpas pa dun sa given speed ng CPU or sa specs. So today, we're gonna continue our project. I-disassemble ulit natin itong MacBook Pro na to and papalitan natin yung bottom casing, install natin yung heatsink, lalagyan natin ng thermal pads, pabababain natin yung temperature. And we'll see. We're gonna run some tests. Titingnan natin kung talagang okay ba itong gagawin natin and if this will improve the speed and will maintain the temperature of our MacBook Pro 2020 13-inch. Handa ka na ba sa project natin? Handa na rin ako. Kaya let's go! First natin gagawin is bubuksan natin itong package na. Alright. Right there, this is the right size. So all we're gonna use here is the bottom case. So yung mga things na kailangan natin kukunin ko sa labas. Here's the Dremel. Ito yung kakailanganin natin. Alright guys, so we're back. Here it is. This is the Dremel that we're gonna use. Our tool na gagamitin is from iFixit. So I hope naririnig nyo ako ng maigi kasi gamit ko na yung bagong microphone system. It's the Wireless Pro ng Sokani. We're gonna need the suction cup. Pull this up and pull the bottom case towards you, and that's it. So we're gonna need a T5. So let's remove this flex cable right here. Okay, after removing that, we can then remove the battery connector using a T5 screw. So this is the bottom case right here. Ito yung case na bubutasan natin. We're not gonna actually use this, but instead we're gonna use this one. Kasi pwede natin ilagay na tong case na to and then mag-draw na lang tayo ng line kung saan natin siya ilalagay. So now, dito tayo magpo-focus sa area na to. Ito yung bubutasan nating area. So we're gonna need a marker pag ganito. Right here. Ito yung case natin. Right there. I'm gonna focus right there. Nakapag-butas na ako dito sa heatsink at saka doon sa case. Medyo na-damage ko yung case kasi very fragile siya. But we have to move forward. Alright, so ginamit ko na yung Dremel. Kanina kasi cutter yung ginamit ko sa pagcut ng case. Akala ko mas madali yun, pero dapat pala nag-stick ako sa original plan. Kasi hindi pa ako nakagamit ng Dremel. So now, ang ginagawa ko dito is alright, so making sure na maayos nating na-screw to para hindi tabingi. So we have this in place. So gagawin ko na lang, lilinisin ko tong case muna para naka-ready na siya. Pupunasan ko lang natin to ng hand wipes. Now we're gonna wipe it with dry cloth. And of course, lilinisin din natin tong heatsink. Ang ginawa ko, nilagyan ko ng thermal tape yung mga possible na area na pwedeng matamaan itong metal part ng heatsink. So right now, sisiguraduhin ko na ang pinaka main purpose nito is maglalapat yung heatsink sa heatsink. So lalagyan natin ng thermal pad dito para kumapal and para umabot yung etong heatsink na to. So i-check ko muna bago natin i-close. Yep, success. Tumatama yung heatsink. So pwede nang gawin natin ngayon is gagawin ko na i-close ko na itong MacBook Pro. Sub ko lang konti itong By the way, itong nilagay nating thermal pad is Fuji Poly. Yan ang brand niya. Then lagay natin itong connector. Okay. Next, ito ng case. Make sure na maglalapat siya. Siguro in the future, pag talagang okay to, bibili ako ng extra metal cover na ganito. Bibili ako in the future ng isa pang ganito. Para siguro doon ko gagawin ito. Ngayon naman guys, ang gagawin natin is gagawin natin to, i-convert natin siya into a USB para ma-power natin siya. And turn this into a regular USB fan, USB connection. So I'm gonna plug this and let's see if it's gonna work. See that? It's working. It's working. It's working. Yes. Okay, so here is the MacBook Pro. So the way we're gonna do this from now on is the laptop is gonna be upside down. That's the only way can this work. We're gonna plug in the laptop. Sasaksak na natin itong eGPU. Ayan. You see, nag-turn on na siya. And it's fully on. Right there, guys. MacBook Pro 2020 with heatsink installed. So, we're gonna see here. We're gonna check everything. If everything is working. Alright. I know you have a lot of questions, me too, but let's check that right now. Alright, my mouse is working, my keyboard is connected, and it's loading right now. We're gonna check the temperature. Alright, now I'm gonna plug the USB fan. Alright, the fan is on. And what's the temperature right now? Let's see. I'm gonna move the camera. close to the... What's the output? What's the outcome? Alright, is it in focus? Yeah, it's in focus. Temperature. Here it is. We're gonna zoom. What's the temperature, guys? This is insane. 38, 36, 32. Oh my gosh. It used to be 45. So dati 45 degrees. Tapos bumaba naman siya ng hanggang 40. Tapos ngayon, after nung heatsink installation, ang pinakababa na ito is 30. Alright. How about we do some tests here? I'm gonna close this or leave it on, and we'll do some testing. So first, gamitin natin is yung Cinebench. And then we're gonna open also the Intel gadget. Alright, there you go, guys. So I'm gonna run the test right now. And let's start. So this is the MacBook Pro 13-inch 2020. So it's Intel Core i5. It's got 8 GB of memory and 512 GB of SSD or storage. The things that I've done with this MacBook is really did a thermal paste, and I installed Thermal Grizzly. That's the latest that I've done with this MacBook. And now we installed Heatsink. Alright, so there you go, guys. That's the Heatsink, full-size Heatsink on a MacBook Pro. And look at that, we're testing right now. We're running a test. The fan is not even turning on. The system fan is not even turning on because this fan is on right now. You just can't see it, but it's on. It's crazy. This MacBook Pro is upside down, but who cares? I care about my work right here in my computer. I don't have to worry about it. It's not overheating. Well, the CPU temperature is reaching 80 degrees. That's the highest I've seen it. But the fan is quiet. The fan is not turning on. So the highest score that I got from here after my mod, my first mod is 2059 for an i5. Oh, look at that straight line, 3.3 core max. No dipping down. Temperature, the highest is 86 degrees. System fan, oh finally the fan is on. Finally the fan just turned on right there. So it's getting hot. But definitely our heatsink is helping a lot. So see now. Okay. It's weird. Alright, so the points is weird. It's 1814. That's even lower than the baseline. I don't know what's causing that. Okay, we're gonna run another test. The second test here. We'll see what happens. Third time we're running a test. The first test, 1814. Second test, 1877. I mean, I always had it on a clamshell anyway, so what's wrong with doing this? So right now we're still running the test and we're waiting for points.
Hey, how you living? Living like you wanted to be. Spend a minute, I just wanted to see.
Alright, the points went up a little bit. 1886. It's weird. Hindi ko alam kung bakit yun lang yung points na nakukuha. Kasi hindi naman umiinit yung system. So, parang hindi ata umaabot ng 3,000 yung fan. System fan. Nice I didn't reach for the phone. Got me freed up, free enough to stay out on a date I don't like. And the place is too loud. You got every right to say, look at me now and flex on me, babe. For 2062, yan na ata yung pinakamataas na points na nakuha ko. So this is after the mod. So the mod gives us a higher points. It keeps the CPU cooler. It makes the fan run less kasi hindi na siya palagi nag-on. And yung speed ng laptop, grabe sa bilis. So next na iraran ko ngayon is Geekbench. This is insane, guys. Insane. First time na ginawa sa history ng computer. Plastic cover, heatsink, modification. I think we still have 10 more minutes. Alright, Geekbench 5 score 1,269, multi-score 4,483. We're gonna compare that to the what we can find online. Here's the benchmark, the one we're looking for: MacBook Pro 13-inch 2020, i5 10th Gen 2.0, and their score, most users they get 1,145, and what I have is 1,269 points, and my multi-core points is 4,483. Over at the internet, 4,237. That's crazy. This MacBook Pro, after the heatsink modification, has some crazy speed. Now, let's compare naman natin siya sa i7. 13-inch, mid-2020, Intel Core i7 10th Gen. Score niya is 1241. Yung sa akin, 1269. Mas mataas pa siya sa i7. Yung sa atin, i5 lang. Ayan o, Intel Core i5 10th Gen. Tapos yung multi-core, 4483. Sa i7, 4527. So, okay, mataas yung yung i7 ng 100 points plus. Last test would be the Haven. Let's put it on ultra settings. Ultra settings, FPS 62. Now we're testing the eGPU. What we have is the 57XT. 5700 XT, that's what we have right now. The average FPS right now is 62, temperature is 39, so our eGPU is totally fine. It's very capable. We don't have issue with that. Right here, guys. Nakikita niyo ba yan? Ayan. So, pag hindi sira, pag wala, there's nothing wrong with it, huwag niyo nang gagalawin. I'm pretty satisfied sa ginawa natin. That makes me happy. Kanina kasi may issue, I think, with the connection. So what I found out is kapag pala yung eGPU nakasaksak sa headphone port area or the power will cause the system to run slower. Nung nirang ko yung Cinebench, umabot siya ng 2,069 points. Grabe, yun na ata yung pinakamabilis na mahahanap mo sa internet. Super bilis yung guys. Grabe itong ginawa kong modification. It's up to you guys kung gusto nyo gawin to. Ginawa ko lang to dahil I have experience on doing these things. If you decided to do this, do it at your own risk. Ginawa ko lang to as a project. Tinignan ko kung pwedeng gawin. But fortunately, naging successful itong project ko. I achieved na mabababa yung temperature ng CPU ko. Same time, yung fan speed, hindi na siya ganun ka-crazy, hindi na siya lumalagpas ng 3,000 RPM. And yung points ng CPU, when I run test, talaga naman siya yung pinakamabilis na makikita mo online. Kung hindi siya madaling gawin, kailangan mo yung mga tools, pagkat ng bottom cover. Pero kung gusto mong gawin, ilalagay ko yung lahat ng ginamit ko sa description. And good luck sa project mo. Alright guys, that's it. And ito po si Outrun DYC. Maraming salamat po. Sa mga hindi pa nakasubscribe sa aming channel, please don't forget to hit that like button and make sure the notification bell is on. We'll see you on the next video.